Yes, greetings all, and it's really nice to hear this conversation. My name is Max Parthas. I'm the host of New Abolitionist Radio on the Black Talk Radio Network. I have been an abolitionist now for about a dozen years, and it really is a pleasure to hear this conversation and such knowledge coming forth, brothers and sisters. There was a time when I could not hear it anywhere. So it really touches my heart, and all glory to God for this happening today. I don't think that there is anything that I can tell you new, but in regards to the prison industrial complex and our responsibility, I can maybe offer a perspective and also a possible solution. The perspective that I would like to present to you is when we talk about the prison industrial complex, it's very important what words we use. I've been a poet all of my life, a highly celebrated poet, and I know the power of words. The prison industrial complex is an aspect of slavery. There's also the warrant industrial complex, the private probation industrial complex, and on and on and on. And all of those are components of legalized slavery and human trafficking, which is allowed through the 13th Amendment exception clause of our Constitution. And we all know that already. But it is also a global problem. Since 1994 with the Clinton-Klein bill and the birth of Wackenhut Corrections Corporation, which morphed into the GEO Group, which took control of G4S, we have seen them open prisons like this all across the globe. Right now, the largest private employer on the entire continent of Africa is a prison company, G4S. In Turkey, they are about to open 174 new prisons to house 100,000. In Brazil, some of the most notorious prisons on earth have recently been sold to private prisons. We are not alone here in America on this, just as we were not alone in 1865 with the same problem. So it is my suggestion that we not only broaden our perspective, but also link hands with those across the seas who are going through the same problems that we are. I believe that if we can conquer this problem here in America, we can conquer this problem across the world, because the world is watching to see what we will do. In the history of our people, there's only been one time when we almost beat white supremacy, when we almost took it down, and that was during the abolitionist movement. It ended up in a civil war, and we got a measure of freedom, but we didn't really get our freedom, as you well know. On August the 19th of this year, we have formed what we call the Millions for Prisoners March on Washington. We are coming with demands and legislators and legislation in hand. I believe that if just two people who are affected by the prison system, which totals to 24 million people a year, 2.4 million in prisons, 13 million going through the jail system every year, 8 million on probation and parole, and that's not even counting the juvenile detention facilities or the immigration centers, that you could get 48 million people in the streets of Washington, D.C. If that is not something that could cause a serious end to a problem, I don't know what is. So I would suggest, if you may, take a look at a website called IamWeUbuntu.com. and check the information out there and consider supporting this movement and attending this event. We're not coming there with 43 different agendas. We have one agenda: to end slavery in the United States of America as abolitionists, starting by removing the exception clause of the 13th Amendment and demanding congressional hearings on what this 13th Amendment has done to us in 152 years. As abolitionists, our goals are fourfold. First, end slavery. Second, free the enslaved. Third, negotiate for reparations. And fourth, support black autonomy, where we have a choice of our own destiny and how we build our own societies and how we run our own lives. These are goals that we're looking for. So as I said, you are all well-versed on this subject. There's nothing new that I can tell you. But hopefully I was able to broaden your perspective of the problem that we're dealing with right now and to give you a possible solution that may avoid a very bloody war. We have senators and congressmen coming in on the 19th of August to participate as speakers. And we are working with a large coalition of groups who plan to manage their own activities, if you understand what I mean, as well as working with the prisoners on the inside who will be enacting a prison labor work strike for the second time in the past year now, as well as other things. So, again, those are the things I would like to offer for you to consider, and I thank you for giving me an opportunity to speak here.
All right, excellent. Brother, where's get Sister Pam, get his information so we can reach out to the brother and stay in touch with him.
Yes, ma'am. My name is Max Parthas, M-A-X Parthas, P-A-R-T-H-A-S. And you can find me at the blacktalkradionetwork.com, blacktalkradionetwork.com, and the program is called New Abolitionist Radio. We've been talking about this subject in detail and exclusively now for over 5 years, and we believe that we have some of the, if not the largest collection of evidence and testimony on this subject on the face of this earth, enough to, as they say, prosecute a ham sandwich. So once we get to Washington on August 19th, we'll be presenting a lot of this evidence and looking towards our own version of the Nuremberg trials in order to hold these criminals accountable for crimes against humanity.
Yes, sir. Would you give your last 4 digits of your number so I see the screen, but therefore I can write it down?
2023. And the website for the march where you can get all the information is, once again, IamWeUbuntu.com.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.